everybody, welcome back. So today is just a bit of a different video. I don't normally do these ones, but it is the upcoming Sephora VIB sale. And over the last few months, I've really tried a few different, and I think there are a couple of them are a bit unique, and I don't see a lot of people talking about them. So I thought these would be my picks if I was to repurchase a bunch of products. And that's kind of how I looked through, all my makeup collection, and I thought, if I was to repurchase products, which products would I instantly go to? So I came up with these 10 products. I could have come up with probably more, but I thought for the essence of time, I'll just keep it to 10. And some of these are you'll have seen on my channel before, but some of these are brand spanking new to my channel. So the first product I'm going to talk about, because we are coming into naturally the season of wearing sunscreen, and which is so important. I wear sunscreen pretty much every day, even though I may not have sun. Like today it's raining outside, but I did put some sunscreen on just because I'm also in front of a computer, and that also has that blue light, and that is also damaging to the skin as well. So the one that I have been really reaching for a lot lately, and I need to get a bigger size, so I'm waiting for the VIB sale so I can repurchase some of these. It's the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen, and this is the one SPF 40. What I really enjoy about this one is I do not get any sort of reaction from this one. I have to be really careful of sunscreens. Some of them have, I don't know what ingredient it is. I still haven't been able to pinpoint what ingredient, but all of a sudden I will just get an instant rash all on my neck. I start getting rashes all over my face. So I'm very leery when I do try a new sunscreen. So this one, that's why I only bought the little 20 ml size. And I thought, okay, well, if it works for me, then I'll get the bigger size. And you know what? So far, this one is working great for me. What I like about it is it's totally invisible. So as soon as I put it on, it doesn't have that white cast to it. It is very lightweight, like there's no weight to it. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing sunscreen. It doesn't have any sort of scent to it. But here is the best part. It is used also as a primer. So you can use this under your makeup as a primer, which I thought is great. It's just saving a step. It's for all skin types, normal, dry, oily, combination, all skin types. And it is more of a gel. So if you can see, I just put a little dot there. I'm trying to use it very sparingly. And the texture is so creamy. It's not greasy, because that was my concern. As soon as I saw it was a gel, I'm like, uh-oh, is this going to be greasy all over my face? But it absorbs, like it is absorbed into my skin right now. I don't feel it at all. There's no residue, there's no nothing. And it just, like I said, there's no scent to it, but it just smells very clean. So if I'm going to recommend a sunscreen to you, I highly recommend this one. Supergoop has a huge line of different sunscreens. And this one in particular won a 2019 Allure Beauty Award in the magazine. So this is definitely on my top 10 of repurchasing and recommendations for you guys. So next on my list is a primer. So the one I have been loving lately, because it is so hydrating and it makes my makeup look fabulous the rest of the day. It's the Fenty Beauty. This is the Hydrating, let me just see what the exact name is, Pro Filt'r Hydrating Primer. There is, I believe, like a matte version of this one, but because I have dry skin, I like the hydrating one. Really nice little lotion, and absorbs great into the skin. Right now there's no greasiness, and it leaves, like the back of my hand right now is super soft. It's very lightweight, and it's great for, I believe it said normal, dry, and combination skin. This one looks really nice under foundations that I may have that maybe were like maybe a satiny finish, maybe not specifically a glowy or a dewy foundation, but this looks so wonderful under it, and it just makes my skin feel so soft. So this is one of my favorite primers. Now my list wouldn't be complete without having this product on it. This is one of my absolute favorite skin products from Sephora, and it's the Janeiro. This is the Bum Cream, and I Love this stuff. Now, I've heard mixed reviews from my viewers. I know some of you have mentioned that you just don't like the smell of it. I happen to love the smell. I think it is, there's just, I would say it's a combination of vanilla and hints of like a salted caramel. Oh, it's just divine. I love, love, love this stuff. And what I like about it is I use it all over my body. It's just not specifically, it's called a bum cream. It is not specifically for that area. You can use it all over your body. And it does leave a very subtle, just like a little bit of a shimmer on your body, which just helps it makes your body look a little bit more youthful because it's kind of hiding some of the stuff. It's very smoothing. Like my skin feels so smooth after it. And it's a lightweight, absorbs really fast. It's supposed to help with your skin's elasticity, but I'm just addicted to the scent. So I love one of my all-time favorite creams from Sephora. I love this stuff. I have the bigger tub, but that's kind of what it looks like in the middle. I basically just kind of scoop it out with my fingers, and just like I said, I apply it all over my body. It's great, and I like it especially in my neck area here, like on my chest and my neck. I love it there, and then I just kind of get the hints of the smell all day. So next up is a new favorite of mine, but if you can get your hands on this product, I highly recommend it. One of the best products I've tried in a really long time. You know how much I love foundations. I love reviewing foundations. I think that when you find a good foundation, your skin will look good, and it just kind of gives you a little bit of confidence. At least that's how I feel about it. So the one I'm talking about is the Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. My goodness, you guys, this is such an awesome foundation. I have this one in the shade Light for Deauville, but the packaging is beautiful. Beautiful packaging. I'm not packaging is everything, but I love how it's that nice glass. And I did a whole first impression. I'll put the thumbnail over here of what the thumbnail looks like, so you can go check it out if you want, if you haven't seen it already. It's a fast absorbing foundation. It's not overly runny. Whatever it is that makes it that light reflecting particles that they have, just make my skin look flawless. So I've just put it kind of on the back of my hand here. You can even see before I even rub it in, look at how luminous that looks. It's just beautiful. So this is supposed to be good for redness. It's very hydrating. It gives you a medium coverage. It's really good if you have like dullness to your skin or like uneven skin tone. And it leaves a beautiful natural finish. So that's it rubbed in. But look at how natural and beautiful that looks. It is one of those foundations that has the added benefit of the skincare. Again, I've mentioned that in videos before where I'm not relying on skincare in my foundation or my makeup to improve my skin. I rely on my own skincare products to do that. But if it can give me a little bit of benefit, then I'm all for that. That's awesome. So the fact that over time, this is supposed to help make your skin look great, then you know what? Why not? I like how it gives me like luminosity. I don't have it on today. I was filming another video, so I was using some other products today, but this has been my go-to since I did my first impression video on it. So I'm not going to go into too much more detail about it just because I did a video about it. You can go check out the video if you haven't already, but I just absolutely think this is such an incredible foundation. I absolutely love it. All right, so next on the list is a blush. So it's the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Matte Blush. And what I like about this one is this is extremely pigmented. You don't need a lot of this. Believe me, I've made the mistake of putting too much on my cheek. I have this one in the shade Bliss. And there's quite a big shade range. But this is such a pretty, pretty color. I love this color. And then when you blend it in, like my advice, if you do ever get it, is just putting like a dot on first and blending that in, because some of the colors, I know that they're a little bit darker, some of them, and I've watched some other people put it on, and it's like really pigmented. Like they have to try and get a little bit of the color off because it's so pigmented. But look at how it's just blended in, and it feels almost like it goes from a liquid to a powder. Like this is super soft right now. Like it's absorbed right into my skin. And so when you have it on your cheeks and you blend it in, oh, it's just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Now I opted for the matte one. It comes in a matte version and also a dewy version. Some of the dewy ones I had heard mixed reviews. It looked like really, really dewy. So that's why I went for the matte version. But I really like how it dries right down and it gives you like a medium coverage. It's very long wearing, like it lasts like an incredible long time through the day. So when you blend it, but you can also build it up if you want a little bit more coverage. But that's why I said if you start with like 1 or 2 dots first, and then it's always easier to go in light and then build it up rather than putting too much on and now you're trying to take the product off. That's always been my experience anyhow. I always like to go in with a lighter hand first. And she has some great products like Rare Beauty. I have quite a few of her products, but when I was trying to narrow it down of the products that she has, what I really enjoy, I love this blush. That's one of my favorites. So next on the list is from one of my new favorite brands from Sephora. And I have been acquiring a few products here and there. I have a couple in my cart that I'll quickly show you at the end here. I'll show you what's in my cart of what is on my wish list of what I'm hoping to get at on the sale. But it's the Makeup by Mario line. Oh my goodness, I've been buying so much of this stuff. Like well, you'll see. I have a couple more products coming up here. Just spoiler alert. And I have like the bronzer. I have so many products of his, the eyeliner. But this one in particular stands out for me, and it is his highlighter. This one is the Soft Glow highlighter, and I believe I have this one in Pearl. But it's so gorgeous. Oh my goodness. And like, look at that. It is gorgeous, and this feels literally like butter on my fingers right now. The formulation is superb, but this formula, it is so creamy and lightweight. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything on my face. The way that it highlights, it just kind of gives you an illumination that is just a beautiful glow. It's very silky, like I said, and when I put it between my fingers, like my fingers right now feel literally like silk between them. And what's really nice about it is it doesn't look powdery. Like when you have it on your skin, it does not look powdery at all. It just leaves enough of a illumination that it's just not overboard. It's not like a strobe is on your cheek. It just has a nice hint of a shimmer. So this is by far one of my favorite highlighters. I love, like I've shown you his packaging before. It's just that attention to detail. It's magnetic closures, and absolutely love it. All right, so we're going to start getting into some of the lip products that I really enjoy lately. So one of them is a new find for me, and I've only had it, I'm going to say a couple of months. I think it's only been out for a couple of months, but I love it. And it's the Lawless Forget the Filler Overnight Lip Plumping Mask. So for a long time I was using the Laneige sleep mask, and I saw this come up one day on the Sephora site, and I thought, okay, well that's interesting, because Lawless, I do like a lot of Lawless products. I don't think that they get a lot of love here on YouTube. I haven't seen a lot of people using like a lot of the products. I thought it sounded very interesting. I mean, it has like a little bit of a candy scent to it. So what I do is I take a little bit on my finger, I apply it on my lips overnight. What I've noticed is it has smoothed a few of the lines on my lips. Like when I get up in the morning, the lines look a little bit smoother because it has like a treatment in here that is supposed to help promote collagen production. It does have like a shea butter in it, which is going to help hydrate the lip, and then it also has hyaluronic acid in it. And it is also a vegan and cruelty-free product as well, so if that's important to you. But I really, really like this when I get up in the morning, and my lips feel just super smooth and hydrated. And like I said, if I can get a little bit of plumping going naturally, because that's what this is supposed to do, it's supposed to help give that little bit of plumpness, I'm all over that. So you know what? I'm going to just keep continuing to use it and keep you updated on the results. All right, so next is a fun little product, and again, it's lip related, but I think it has done like an amazing job on my lips, making them super soft, even more so. Like, I use the lip mask at night, and then throughout the day I use this product. So you know I'm a big fan of Glow Recipe, and when I saw this come up on my Sephora app one day, and I thought, that's a really interesting product. That sounds pretty cool. So it's a Glow Recipe. It's called a lip pop. What it is, and I used it under my lip today. So it's a lip balm, but it's a 3-in-1 lip balm. So it is a scrub as well as being a balm. And it leaves your lips like really smooth, very hydrated. And the added benefit is it also tints your lips, because you can wear it like alone if you don't want to wear any lipstick that day or anything. But I loved that feature that it just kind of tints your lips with it. Now, this one in particular, I think the scent is actually blueberry jam. So this smells like blueberry jam. Oh my God, I love it. It's wonderful. So it's great if you have like really dry lips, because it's just going to help exfoliate, getting all of like that dry skin off. The ingredient that it has in here is coconut flour sugar, and that's what's helping with the exfoliation. So it's all natural. And then the coconut oil is going to moisturize it, which helps them with like any more dryness, or if like flaking, I don't know, like especially I'm coming out of the winter season here, right? So my lips were a little bit, dry. They didn't get overly chapped this season, but they were definitely drier and had some flakes of skin on them. And then what I do a lot of the day is I just use this as a nice little pop of color. Like on a day, like I said, you can use it as a primer under your lipstick. So it just makes my lipstick go on a little bit smoother. So absolutely loving this product. It's just one of those little products, but it makes such a difference. And then I just love the smell. So now this is one of those great finds from Sephora, and it is actually from the Sephora brand. And this is the Contour Gel Lip Liner. I have this one in the shade, just let me see here, and Nothing But Nude. These are a great lip liner. What I like about it is how they glide on. It's a gel, so that's the shade right there. Twist it up to whatever you need. But what I like about this one as well is it has a little built-in sharpener at the end. So that's how you sharpen it. It comes in like a huge shade range. I think pretty much every color will match with their lipsticks. But I just love how it's the gel cream formula, which is really hydrating on the lip. And because you know that if you've watched me before, I usually will, and I'm wearing it today, I usually line my lips, but I also fill in my lip with the lip liner just to make my lipstick last longer throughout the day. And I like how it's really soft. Like the lip liner is really soft. It's just a gorgeous shade. It doesn't take any effort to put it on your lip. It's not drying at all. And I like how it glides on, like it's just, like I said, effortless. So one of my favorite finds from Sephora. And then last but not least, to finish off the lips, and it's what I'm wearing actually today, it is the Makeup by Mario. This is the Ultra Suede Cozy Lip Cream. Oh, when I saw this just came out, I'm going to say maybe about 6 weeks ago, maybe something like that. And I've been using it nonstop. I love it. Very creamy, very hydrating. It never feels dry on my lips. Like you can see right now, like my lips do not look dry at all. Very comfortable to wear throughout the day. This is the shade right there. So you can see it's very close to the lip liner that I have. And that's why you kind of can't see on my lips the difference between the two. But it's such, I love this shade. It is called a pinky brown. It's very long wearing. It does dry down to like a matte, so like a semi-matte. And what I like about it also is it's a cruelty-free brand. It is a vegan brand. But the best part is about, especially liquid lipsticks. I know I have quite a few viewers that don't really like liquid lipsticks. They find them very drying. And I agree with you. There is a lot of brands out there that as soon as you put them on, I do not like that. Your lips feel like the Sahara Desert, right? So if I can find a liquid lipstick that is comfortable and it doesn't even feel like I'm wearing anything on my lip right now and not drying at all, Oh, I'm all over that. So this is one of the few brands that I really, really recommend if you are just want to dabble a little bit into liquid lipsticks. There's some drugstore versions certainly that I have that same thing. They're not drying on the lip. But if you're looking for something from Sephora, highly recommend this one here. Now, if you're not familiar with the VIB sale, the Sephora VIB sale, I'll just kind of go into it a little bit for you, just so you know. So there is different tiers to the Sephora sale. So Rouge members get 20% off, and that starts on April 1st and lasts until April 11th. Then on April 5th, actual VIB members get 15% off, and that lasts also until April 11th. And then if you're an insider, you get 10% off, and that starts on April 7th and goes until the 11th. Now for all tiers, all Sephora products, like the Sephora brand collection items, they are 30% off, and you don't need any sort of code for that. But what I usually do is I go into my Sephora, my app, and I have stuff that I'm going to say I heart it. So it's my likes, and I have it there in my likes section, and I really wait until if I'm going to make a bunch of big purchases, I wait until the sale. So there's one usually in the spring, and there's one usually right in the fall. So I bought a bunch of stuff on my the fall sale. And then I've had a bunch of products that you might be curious. I know that there's products that you're going, what, Mel, what is in your Sephora cart? So the items that are in my cart, I'll go through a few of them with you. One of them is the IT Cosmetics Your Most Beautiful Anti-Aging Matte Bronzer. So it is a bronzer, a highlighter, and a blush. What I really was intrigued by this is it's talc-free. It's a matte bronzer. The powder is like an illuminating radiant powder. And then the blush is it's supposed to be like a stain. So it really intrigued me, and I really do like the IT brand. And I liked how it has all the product, like a bronzer, blush, highlighter. You just can take that with you, just one compact little item. And then another product that I'm on the fence about, I'm not sure if I'm going to pull the plug on it or not, but it's the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes Eyeshadow Palette. Now this looks, for somebody like me that's a neutral lover, that checks all the boxes of being neutral shades. The formulation is supposed to be really, really good. And again, I would expect that from him because, so far all of his products that I have bought are just amazing. So I just have it on my phone here of what's in my cart. So they're all matte. So it's a universal must-have matte palette, which again, my love. I do like a shimmer here and there, but if I'm going to go to gravitate towards a eyeshadow palette, it's going to be matte. And it just looked like really, really nice. And it's supposed to have no fallout. So that's one of those products that's just kind of, I'm on the fence about that one. Not sure. It is $64 Canadian. So, But, when I get the 20% off, that'll at least take it down a little bit. I'm a little bit hesitant, but at the same time, I really want to try this. The Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Sunscreen SPF 50. Now, again, when I mentioned to you before about sunscreens and my having reactions to them, but this one is supposed to be more natural, which I'm more inclined to buy it then. It has niacinamide in it. It's a gentle sunscreen that hydrates and gives skin a visible glow while evening the appearance of skin tone over time with niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, and aloe. It's too bad it doesn't have like a sample size or a trial size because I'd be probably more inclined to buy it then. Now, this one I will be buying for sure. It's the Tarte the C Hydroflex Serum Foundation. I've seen a few people use it and they said they love it because I do like those type of foundations where it has a bit of a serum in it because it's going to make me look like hydrated. It is a medium coverage, so it's not like a full coverage. It's long wearing, waterproof, gives a natural finish. It's a vegan serum-infused foundation that flexes with your skin to cover imperfections, hydrates, and promotes better bare skin. And all of those really intrigue me. So that's going to be a must try for me. And then they also have a concealer that came out not that long ago. So I'm really interested to try the concealer. They do have a mini size of that, so I do prefer to buy mini sizes of products if I can, because I just don't know if I'm going to like it or not, right? So I always like to buy the mini version. And that one has hyaluronic acid in it. It's long wearing. It has niacinamide in it. And it's supposed to deliver a weightless, full coverage with a natural matte finish. I really want to try, so it's by Milk Makeup. It's a bionic liquid bronzer. And that just really intrigued me because I like using, you know, cream products, liquid products on my face that I can instead of always using powders. I find powders, just some kinds, can really accentuate the fine lines and get into those fine lines. So this one looks really nice, and it's a weightless liquid bronzer with skincare benefits that can be dialed up for a warm sun-kissed finish or sheared out for a soft fused color. So that I like that. I like how I can play with bronzers and, you know, build it up if I want to, or like subtle. But other than that, those are those are some of the products on my wish list, and we'll see how many of those I actually end up purchasing. But, you know, having 20% off is a pretty good deal. And if I do end up purchasing them, you'll for sure see them on my channel. So I hope you enjoyed my top picks and also what I'm going to be looking at for the VIB sale. Let me know if you are interested in any of these, if you're going to be purchasing them, or what are your choices that you're going to be purchasing. I will always list everything down below in the description box. So I'm always excited when this time of year comes around because it only happens twice a year. So if there's something that you have been thinking about, I highly recommend grabbing it now. And if you're not already, I would love for you to consider subscribing to my channel and becoming a little part of my world here on YouTube. Just make sure to hit that little notification bell right beside it, and that way you're notified whenever I upload new videos. And make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. That helps my channel out a lot. Don't forget, you can always follow me over on Instagram and Twitter. I have all of those as well. Those are always down in the description box. And as always, I hope everybody has a great week and a great life, and I will see you all very soon in my next video. Bye!